Check properties. That's virtual device. Not what I want, but that's fine. Properties. Headset. Alright. Kick that. Yes. Apparently that's not picking up. That's never a good sign. Why are you not playing with me today? Okay. This is coming through this. I don't seem to think it is. Hold on. Just have to check something out. It's good. Ah, it's going through the headphone. Very much wrong place. Right, that might make better sense now. Click, click, click. Okay, done. Yes, that's what we want. So, onto that. Yes! Coming through loud and clear. Here we go. We are in the trials, so let's see how good it goes. Nope, controller died. Bummer! Let's set that down now. Pull out the very squeaky drawer. New sets of batteries. Going negative to positive, positive to negative. Casing back on. And we're active. Excellent. Alright. We are so close to this. But I don't know what the end result is going to be. It's going to be weird. That's what it's going to be. Plain and simple. But we will have an end to this, thankfully. The trial has begun. The judge will continue to assess the evidence. Breathe life back in paradise. Yeah. Okay. Next part. A decade ago, Henry became possessed by a demon, killing his mother and allowing demonic corruption to spill out into the world. The area around his apartment was sealed off and became the dead zone. During his arrest, he killed the syndicate exorcist Grace Bloodline. For the last 10 years, he has been contained and sedated in the desolation cells with inhibitors. Investigator Starlight has logged Henry's possession a decade ago as a case file related to the murder of the council. Is Starlight being overzealous, or do you believe there is something there that warrants investigation? Was someone else involved with Henry's possession and the demonic invasion that spelled doom for the island? Yes. Yuri, no. The records of the library show that Yuri accessed the restricted vault. Amongst the most dangerous books are the Grimoires. Okay. Did Yuri take this from the library? Henry said someone gave him a book. Yuri had access to the library vault. Has Yuri given them books? I think he's the one that did it, but at the same time, I kind of want to accuse her of being the person, but I've got no evidence. He's the most likely suspect, so I'll accuse him. Yes.
The facts and the truth.
I believe
are not
Yuri
the same.
pushed Henry down the path of possession.
What business is it?
I thought you were supposed to be an investigative freak. You've got nothing on me.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Conduct an truth.
I don't like this.
Inside a safe in Henry's apartment is one of the forbidden tomes of demonology from the library vault. What's that got to do with me? Which book? The Grimoire of Majidal. A frightful tome. How did a citizen come to obtain one of the restricted texts?
Show me your
Present
truth.
your evidence. Conduct a truth.
Crime?
Yuri
Not
accessed the vault
crime.
that contained the books on demonology. I believe Yuri took the books on demonology and gave them to Henry, preying on a vulnerable mind and pushing him towards communicating with the gods. The plan was for him to become possessed. The plan?
Nonsense.
The freak wouldn't know a plan if she saw it. She's just making up stories and you're going along with it.
Don't be
Exile cursed her brain a lot. You're letting the freak fool you with lies, speculation and fiction.
Got it.
The plan will become clear in later case files. There is a conspiracy at play and I need you to trust me. If I get this wrong, you can reverse the conviction. I'll go back to the idle lands and Yuri can walk free. Someone committed the crime to end all crimes and the path to the truth is a winding one.
I am the leader.
We cannot go on trust. This is not justice. Do not dare to lecture me on justice. I am justice incarnate. The court trusts the investigator.
Show me
Present your evidence. Conduct a truth. Henry told me a stranger supplied him with a tome that would lead him to the possession. Someone took a shine to him and slipped him a restricted
What
text.
do you mean?
And you think it was me? You're a joke. I had nothing to do with this.
Insufferable.
I don't consort with citizens. You'll need better evidence than this.
Show me your
Present your
truth.
evidence. Conduct the truth. Present nothing. I have nothing to present. I have conceded your truth. Ruminations on implications, soaked in facts. Steve believes through the examine. I'm going to repeat this one a lot, so I'm going to avoid it. There is no jury here. Yep. Whatever. A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves.
Court finds
Yuri is guilty.
I will be on the next
This is
council.
unacceptable. Do you know who I am? I've been chosen. I will be on the next council. This freak has taken away my destiny. I will burn the syndicate to the ground. Yuri, be quiet. No, I'm the blessed servant of my goddess. I was destined for greatness. I helped you and now I'm going to die.
Craft is
There we
extremely
go.
wrong.
There's the connection. These are the ravings of someone deceived by a god that's been caught
I
out.
don't like this.
Is this true,
Don't
Yuri?
make me
She
laugh.
promised me a seat on the new council and to retrieve Enchanted Blue from the real world. Wow.
Believe what you want.
Nonsense.
Is
I got
unacceptable.
Henry the book on demonology, sent him down the dark path. The plan needed the island to end. Henry provided the answer. The truth lies within a conspiracy. Judgment has passed. Wow. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, not access the phone, yada 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 yada. Do you want to save? Okay, we'll save.
Getting saved.
Okay, so who's the next one? Murder of Grace Bloodline. Grace was our chief exorcist and Henry was convicted of her murder, which he allegedly committed during arrest. One last kiss seems to think she was set up to die. I agree. Grace Bloodline was murdered 10 years ago. I presided over the trial. I saw the sunlight cast the shadow from the terror and leave only truth visible. I'm here now. You didn't have me on the island 10 years ago. Do those terrible events from a decade ago have a link to the tragedy of the last night? I investigated it at the behest of One Last Kiss. Who is One Last Kiss?
I don't.
The
like
ghost
this.
of Brace Bloodlines. She's on the island. A ghost of the murdered victim 10 years ago on the island?
Aren't you paying attention?
Is that so hard to
investigator?
believe, Judge? Can you prove you are who you say you are? Haunted, complex, crescent, drifting sands, satellite. Confirmation. Grace Bloodline's unique blood code.
Got it.
One Last Kiss asked me to find her resting spot. I unlocked her blood vial and she confirmed the code independently. It's so nice to see everyone again. What do you have to do with the murder last
Do
night?
you understand?
I was murdered 10
investigator?
years ago, allegedly by Henry, who everyone here would have you believe is the council's
The
murderer.
all around you,
It makes you
investigator.
think, doesn't it? What if the two are linked? One Last Kiss asked me to investigate the murder. She believes there was more to it than the official version of events. Do you suspect her? No. I believe she is a victim in all this. Well done, investigator. You have seen the truth clearly. Paradise gets even more bizarre. The trial continues. Lady Love dies, drives us along a highway of truth. The sigils on Grace's bodies were carved into her flesh. Henry didn't have a knife at the scene, but Akiko did. Akiko claims it to not know how the sigils came onto Grace's body other than from a demonic source. Doomjazz contradicted the report about Grace's murder. He said the sigils had been carved on her body, and Akiko didn't follow a resting procedure. She should have known better. Akiko left the room, leaving. Yeah, I agree with that. But this one is more interesting. While she was en route to Henry's exorcism, Camilla sent a message to Akiko telling her to leave Grace unattended and with Henry. She forgot to encrypt it. One Last Kiss said that Camilla accompanied her to Henry's exorcism. When Akiko left Grace alone with Henry, it was to speak to Camilla. I think she's the ultimate person, but I don't think she wanted to get her hands dirty in any of this. She's harder to prove, but she's easier to prove on this one. And she's more likely to have had the ability to do all the things. I'll go for that one.
Crime cannot hide.
I believe Akiko murdered Grace.
I'll kill you.
Naricho.
Show me your
Present your evidence, conduct the truth. Doomjazz contradicted a report about Grace's murder. He said the sigils had been carved into her body with a blade, not scorched. What does that mean?
Got it.
Henry's demon scorches sigils through close contact. He doesn't cause him to carve them into body.
Show me your
Present your evidence, conduct a truth. The sigils in Grace's body were carved into her flesh. Henry didn't have a knife on him at the scene, but Akiko did. I need more truth. This isn't enough. We covered this when we argued Henry's alibi, but it's extremely unlikely that Henry carved those sigils. I'll accept the evidence and assume that Henry didn't carve the sigils into Grace.
Show me your
Present your evidence. Akiko didn't follow a resting procedure. She should have known better. Akiko left the room, leaving Henry and Grace together. How does that make her guilty of killing Grace? I think Henry was supposed to kill Grace when given the opportunity, but he didn't step up to the plate.
Crime is repulsive.
While Grace and Camilla were en route to Henry, Camilla sent a message to Akiko. She instructed her to leave Henry and Grace alone together.
I have a bad
This
feeling
message
about
was
this.
intercepted before it was scrubbed from the server. Camilla Carmelina forgot to use encryption. Architect?
We have achieved perfection.
I have no recollection of this. It sounds like a
The
fabrication.
facts and the truth
Yuri
are
gave
not the
Henry
same.
demiology books. Henry was being set up to end the Arn, and possibly by scapegoating for the murder of the council. A dead exorcist means that the demon in Henry would still be around and useful when it came time to pin the blame on someone for the last night. When Henry didn't kill Grace Bloodline, Akiko stepped in and framed Henry, gave him a history of a murder. That sounds like a conspiracy, investigator. I believe so, Judge.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence and conduct the truth. I have nothing to present. The clouded part to reveal truth. I have considered the truth. Yeah. Limbs. Yep. Stab. Yep. The truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proven. Akiko is free. No way. I'm not taking the rap for this. Camilla killed her, not me. I followed an order from her to give Henry the opportunity to do it. When he didn't, Camilla stepped
Do
in.
your job.
Ah, she does like to get a thing. That's absurd. Nonsense. You have no proof. Is this true, Akiko? You have one a scapegoat. I didn't kill Grace. Carmelina did. Henry was supposed to kill Grace, but didn't. Carmelina strangled her instead.
This is nonsense.
How dare you accuse me of something so vile? This conspiracy grows creep. Carmelina set this up a decade ago? I am beginning to see the truth. A truth is revealed, a task is known, a truth proven. Carmelina is guilty. Grace Bloodline was murdered by the hand of the architect. So this is the truth. Thank you for your work, investigator.
Beg your pardon?
How dare you?
I am
This
the
is
leader.
nonsense. This trial is over.
Do your job.
Henry will be executed and the freak will be sent back to the idle lands. This is my courtroom. I am justice incarnate. You do not have the authority to end the trial. You have been found guilty. You will receive your punishment. The trial continues. Alright, finally. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have to access yada yada. Save? Yep, I'll save. This is getting better and better.
Getting saved.
Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? Last night, the Talon Hand of Death reached out for the first Holy Seal guards. They were butchered at their post. Who snatched life from them? Was it the accused, or is there another skulking in the periphery of our knowledge? They were elite marshals and gave their lives guarding our beloved council. How were they killed and why? I have reason to believe the killer may not have breached the seal last night. There is evidence that points to one or more killers breaching the seal and planting the tools for murder 2 days ago. What about the murdered guards? They were murdered last night, but their murders may not be tied to the actual murder of the council.
Crime cannot hide.
I will show you the truth. Investigate. Please review your case files and confirm who you want to accuse. Okay, she lied about that. That's correct. The damaged sword is most likely weapon. Yeah, but she didn't kill him. I have to place Akiko at the main point of this one. It is either this or Carmelina. These are the two that are most likely.
Crime is
The
repulsive.
Grand Marshal holds the answer. They're out of your mind. You dare accuse me of murdering my own marshals?
Show me your truth.
They're not your marshals. And I expect a glint of truth in the riverbed of mystery.
I have a
The dead bodies
bad
at the first
feeling
seal aren't marshals. That's a lie, Naraki-chan. Where are the real marshals? My suspicions is somewhere in the barracks. Do you have anything to say, Grace Marshal? In solicitor. Grand Marshal, this is a courtroom. Keep your language in check. A blood sample from the dead guards doesn't match any of the records from the marshals. She's lying. Her little PDA got it wrong. Did Starlight get it wrong? Is it really the truth?
Is this a fact?
This is the truth, Judge. The blood doesn't match. These bodies are not marshals. Did you run DNA tests on the bodies?
Don't test
No.
me.
Dazju told me that servers containing the necessary DNA files has been corrupted. Is this true?
Green.
Yes, Judge. My system automatically backup failed. I checked the one on the moon and that had corrupted as well. Camera recovered the data. The only person that can are on the next island and we're in lockdown. Do you suspect foul play? There's no way to tell. Troubling. Carrying on,
Paradise
Vesco.
feels wrong.
Akiko refused to let Doom Jazz to examine the bodies. Why? She didn't want to dishonor their sacrifice. This is a break in procedure. They gave their lives in service. Their bodies should not be desecrated by an examination. I believe she was trying to hide that the blood didn't match. Why? Akiko is in a relationship with Captain Voth, who was stationed at the First Seal last night. Don't you dare say his name, okay? Do not dishonor him with your lies. How do you know that this love dies? Crimson testified to it. Miss Acid, I can't divulge my sources, but it is true. Relationship between the Grand Marshal and the troops are expressly forbidden. Dr. Doomjazz testified that the council had found out about her relationship with her troops. You really can't keep anything to yourself. You see a bit of leg, can you?
You've got this wrong.
I'm sorry, Akiko. I never thought you were involved in any of this. I am duty-bound to aid an investigator. Did it work? Did you get laid? Enough. Do not taint the sanctity of this court of truth. Aiz Kiwami told him that the council were going to strip her of her authority on the next island. If Akiko knew this, it would give her motive to kill the council. Soldiers are sworn to give their lives in service. As their commander, I didn't take the honor of a glorious death from them. Then why did you switch the bodies? The bodies weren't switched. You made this up. Can you prove the bodies weren't switched, Grand Marshal? There are records in the barracks. Judge, the barracks have become Akiko's own private fiefdom. The marshals are not loyal to the syndicate or the gods. They are loyal to her. Any proof she can magic up from the barracks can't be trusted. I agree with you, investigator. Akiko didn't want her troops to die. She knew about the murder and switched them. Can you prove that? I can't prove that she switched them, but the narrative fits. Do you have anything else?
Show me your truth.
The guards were killed with a damaged blade. A damaged blade? The lacerations on their throats was ragged. This indicates a blade with nicks or damage would have caused them. Akiko's sword is battle damage and would have caused the messy lacerations on the victim. Akiko staged the guards' murders and scapegoated Henry. This fits with her plans of faking Henry's escape. What's the grand plan, Love Dies? We've got more case files to go, Judge. What about the blade Henry had was found with him? Henry's blade was a new, perfect blade. It didn't have a serrated edge. It wouldn't have made a ragged cut.
Is this a fact?
Akiko staged the
Or
guard
trick?
murder and scapegoated Henry.
Don't
She
like
made a
this.
mistake or got too cocky, though, and didn't use the right blade to kill the guards. Do you have anything else?
Show me your
Present your
truth.
evidence. Akiko's alibi has been broken. Do you have anything else?
Show me
Present your
truth.
evidence. Conduct the truth. Akiko's
When
conviction.
love dies,
Akiko staged the
all that
guard
remains
murder and
are
scapegoated
facts.
Henry. She has previously convicted. Why else would she have aided his escape? Do you have anything
Show
else?
me your truth.
Nothing. I have conceded your truth. Yeah. Right. The truth in this case sparkles brightly. A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proven. Akiko's grilled you.
Paradise feels
Got anything to say about this one, Akiko?
Menorachito.
I was ordered to kill my troops. I would never do that. Bonds born on the battlefield cannot be
You have
broken.
no evidence.
That is a
You
lie.
have no evidence.
She's lying. I switched the guards out for prisoners and killed the fakes. Why didn't you admit it when you told us about the rest of your involvement? Are you stupid?
I'm a soldier.
Before all this, I was a soldier. I will be a soldier until I die. Soldiers always see their mission through. I was not going to have my name further tarnished if you hadn't got the evidence. I will be executed regardless. Soldiers must maintain their dignity no matter what. The truth becomes clearer. Wow, that is deep. Yep, let's give it another save.
Getting saved.
Okay, next one. I never solved this one. Our craftsman Kix is missing. Was he a victim of a crafted tragedy? He disappeared a number of days ago. Strange for the syndicate member, but suspicions because he's crafted the second holy seal. Did someone try to obtain the secret from him? Investigate. Do you know what happened to him?
sorry.
I have been able to find him. Foul play is clearly involved though. He held the secret of the second seal, which was breached last night. Investigate. Please review your case files and confirm who you wish to accuse. This one's pretty straight up. I know who to accuse on this one. But I got no evidence for him. She's the most likely victim, but I don't know if she's the one that did it. Yeah, I'll put her in the spotlight and see what happens.
When love dies,
I believe in cause
all that remains of
Hicks.
that purple.
Come now, Leia. Where's your
Show me
evidence?
your truth.
Is this a
Crimson
fact?
revealed to me
or
that
a
she
truth?
initiated the relationship in order to acquire the key for the second seal. Crimson is a secret broker and is obsessed with the unknown. She claimed that she had no desire to use the secret of the second seal for nefarious means. Is this true, Miss S? Oh, give me a break. Everyone here wants to know the secret of the seals. Secrets are my obsession. I had to know. I didn't realize I'd be flying too close to the sun for this one though.
That's strange.
I was never going to use the secret. I didn't care about opening the seal. I just wanted to know what they are. I had nothing to do with
I
Hicks.
have a bad feeling about
Just
this.
that she did it on behalf of the witness. He promised her a way of keeping her freedom on the next island in return for getting the key of the second seal. Does that mean witness is involved with Hicks?
Ooh,
I
an
found no
investigator
evidence
is
to
here.
suggest so. Crimson got the key and gave the copy of it to witness. Is this true, Miss Acid? Fine, I gave a copy of the key to witness. Why?
Honey,
Not so fast. Prove I have something to do with Hicks' disappearance
show
first.
me your truth.
I don't
I found an
like
unsettling
this.
sent letter from Hicks to Crimson. He knew that Crimson had taken a data key for the second seal and was going to report her to Montserrat. Why didn't Hicks report this? This is a huge lapse of security. Crimson told me that she managed to persuade him not to and return the key.
Secrets are
Damn,
dangerous.
lady.
Show me your
Present your evidence. I found a tuft of goat fur out on the crime scene which placed Crimson there. Do you have any idea when it was from?
Sorry.
There's no way to tell. That makes it a weak evidence. Present your evidence. Kix was obsessed with Crimson. His workshop was plastered with posters of her. A lot of people have my poster, lady. That's how I've been used. People were encouraged to obsess over me. I told Montserrat it wasn't healthy. I agree with Miss Acid. This is circumstantial. Present your evidence. Kix was convinced that Crimson was to be his astral queen when they ascended to heaven after the creation of the perfect isle. And
The facts and the truth are
Kix
not the
was
same.
displaying a dangerous obsession with Crimson. I think he went too far and Crimson needed to put an end to it.
Secrets are
Whoa
dangerous.
there, that's a massive leap. If I went around killing everyone on the island who was obsessed with me, it'd be a full-time
Show
job.
me your truth.
I have nothing. That's just circumstance.
Paradise
The evidence
feels
shows
wrong.
that there is something going on between Kix and is missing and Crimson was involved. You haven't found out what happened to Kix. We don't know where he is. Their island's full of strange circumstances. Kix could be anywhere. There is nothing to link Crimson to the disappearance. If you don't know what happened to him. Her desire to learn the secret of the second seal is deeply troubling, but that is not what the trial is about. Crimson, you will be dealt with on the next
Thank
island.
you.
Nice try, lady. This island is about to blink out of existence. Yada yada yada. You still don't know where Kix is. I'd like to know. Yeah, I know. While you're here, you do not have to access to your phone. I have been yada yada yada. We'll save it. I do want to find out what happened.
Getting saved.
Okay, what's the next part? The second holy seal. Lady of Note, what is the second holy seal and how was it breached? Take us for a holiday on the land of truth. Let us sip cocktails of facts on the beach of
I have a
justice.
bad feeling about this.
With the help of Hicks, the council constructed a puzzle-based monument system on a plateau on a desolate planet outside of our solar system. The door in the council building acted as a portal to this antique part of space.
Sure.
The obelisks and the beach provide the solution to the puzzle and are activated using Kix's key. Or Starlight. The key carries a protocol which handshakes with the obelisk's nightmare computer. Starlight can crack it. Investigate. Please review your case file and confirm your codes. Who broke the second seal? I definitely think he did, and I definitely think he did. He is the more likely candidate. But witness put the demon in thing, so he is the more likely of them. Confirm.
Crime cannot hide.
I believe Yuri had a plan to get through the seal. I thought you were supposed to be an investigation freak. You've got nothing on me. Present your evidence. Log.
Crime
The
cannot
nightmare
hide.
computer attached to the obelisk shows that Yuri accesses. This means he knows the secrets of the second holy seal and had the data key from Kix. That doesn't prove anything for him. It doesn't mean I went through the seal. He's right.
Show me your
Present your
truth.
evidence. Yuri slipped up under questioning and admitted to knowing the details about the second seal, something he'd only known if he went through the seal. Just using the obelisk doesn't mean you wouldn't know what is on the other side of the door of the council chamber. You would have to step through it to find out. That doesn't prove he was in last night. Doesn't prove they used the key. Someone could have told him what inside the second seal looks like.
Show me
Present
your
your
truth.
evidence. Construct a truth. The council have traversed the plateau in space and used astronaut helmets to do so. One had been discarded outside the entrance of the second seal.
Crime is
The
repulsive.
same pink petals that Yuri wears in his hat were found at the same spot. Is this a joke? Petals? Is that what you're going
Show
for?
me your truth.
I can break Yuri's alibi. Truth about Yuri's alibi. He claimed he was in the Sulphur Garden directly the fairy woman. The architect said she saw him earlier in the evening as she left to perform her duties. Do you have anything to contradict
Crime
this?
is
Lydia
repulsive.
told me that Yuri was unreachable for a period of time around the time of the murder.
I have a
Yuri
bad
claims
feeling
that a
about
byproduct
this.
of the burst from the reality fold drive. There has been an instant of that.
Paradise
At
feels
the
wrong.
precise time when the entire council was murdered, a troubling coincidence that points to a truth.
I have been chosen.
Proves nothing.
Crime
It
cannot
doesn't have
hide.
to. All I have to show is that there is a gap in your alibi. Gaps breed possibilities, and there is a possibility that you weren't where you say you were. Your alibi relies on unproven coincidence. There were no other reports of communication blackout, and past occurrences of them are extremely rare. The council agrees Yuri Knight's alibi is broken.
Show me your truth.
Yes. I have considered your truth, ruminating on the implication, soaked in facts. Okay, what do you see? A truth is revealed, a truth is known.
The court finds
Yuri
you
guilty.
Facts and the truth are not the same.
Was this part of your orders, Yuri?
When love dies,
Does this
all
have
that
anything to do
remains
with
are the facts.
Carmelina's child? What
I
child?
don't like this.
The truth lies within her alibi. You need to disprove Carmelina's alibi,
How
investigator.
dare you?
I have nothing with the dreadful events of last night. I was at witness's apartment all night until we were summoned to judge for the... That's true. The building logs confirm her entry time at 9 PM and her exit after the murder. But... You're able to... Witness stepped out on the balcony for 5 minutes to take a call from Makiko. Carmilla's unaccountable for those 5 minutes. It takes more than 5 minutes to get to the council building, commit a crime and return, doesn't it? And the building logs would have registered her return.
Sorry.
That's
Is
true.
this a fact?
When
Or
Carmilla
a truth?
architected the island, she constructed a network of trans-dimensional corridors that allowed her to move across the island in an instant.
This is nonsense.
That is absolute nonsense. Secret and trans-dimensional corridors? Are you serious? Is the truth really hiding in these bizarre
When
facts?
love dies,
I found
all that
Carmilla's
remains are the facts.
Carmelina's son in the hidden vault on the mountain. His name was Dynagate, and he gave her this key which unlocks the corridor.
Got it.
From this vault, the corridor connects to Witness's apartment and the council's building.
The facts and the truth
In the
are
5
not the
minutes
same.
Witness was out on the balcony taking a call, Carmelina could have used the corridor to get to the council building. This is a shocking revelation. Can you prove it? Starlight can verify my movements. User LLD travelled between the exits of these corridors in 0.21% of the time it would take
Tell
on
me
foot.
what you want.
This is all lies, the investigator cooked up. I have verified Starlight's data. Lady Love Dies is telling the truth. Why not create a corridor straight to the penthouse? I don't believe you can make a corridor if you don't know the destination. Carmelina had never been in the penthouse, so she couldn't make a corridor to it. There is a corridor leading from outside of the penthouse back to the vault. I believe he inherited his mother's power to make corridors and escape back to his room by making a corridor. I never expected anything like this, Love Dies. Carmelina had a window of opportunity and used it to travel via her secret corridors. Get Dynagate, and deposit him in the council building. Carmelina went into isolation 25 years ago. Why? No one knows.
Crime is repulsive.
She claims it was work on a new project, but no one in the syndicate ever saw what the result is. I think she had a child in secret. Who's the father? Ai's Kiwami. He and Diana had the same blood. Had. Ai's took his own life years ago and killed himself when I found him. Why? We'll get to that later, Judge. Wow. This sounds like a conspiracy. You got your betcha on it is. After Carmelina's alibi is broken. You betcha it is. I took Carmelina's pet killer through the seal.
I have a bad feeling
You
about
took
this.
Diana's through the seal. And the rest of the seals. I delivered the killer to the penthouse. Can you prove that? I'm going down anyway. The third seal is the bloodlock. Gate has council blood. Eyes Kiwami. Alrighty. She got herself a killer that could bypass the
Is this
seal.
a fact
And the fourth seal?
or a
You
truth?
need to have God in us for that one. She took God flesh from Crying Grudge and fused it to Dynagate. The barrier opened right away. Right up.
This is nonsense.
I did no such
I
thing.
have a bad feeling
What happened
about
after
this.
that? The kid was supposed to kill everyone and the second seal would leave him locked in the penthouse. I waited for him to finish. The council were just coming out of their meditation, so they shouldn't have all gone down easily. Then I heard gunshot and the kid came limping out. He created some kind of magical portal in the wall and disappeared. You're suddenly cooperative.
Insufferable.
I've been played. Carmelina messed up and now I'm going to be getting bullet for it. If I'm going down, so she. What about Henry? What was his part in the plan? Of course, he was the scapegoat, set up to look like a killer years ago. What about the blood in Henry's stomach? After the kid disappeared, I went in to get blood from the council. I bottled it and made Henry drink it outside. It was supposed to be the perfect cover. I only grabbed a bit of blood. It was everywhere. I don't know what it was, but there was something weird in the shadows of that room. Yuri has confessed and Henry's alibi is broken.
Love dies.
Anything to say, Carmelina? You sniveling little servant, I'm trying to achieve perfection. I created Perfect 25. This is how you repay me? You all make me sick. You turn on each other as soon as it aids you.
Is this a fact
Did you
or a
create
truth?
a child to kill the council? Don't you dare to accuse me, freak. I have nothing to say to you. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have to save. Yep, save. Wow, this got juicy.
Saved.
What's the next one? Well, that's easy enough. No, actually it's not. Someone breached the third holy seal and took steps away from innocence towards crime. Please bring me us a meal of truth so that we can make gorge on justice. Lady Love dies. What? Third seal. The blood lock that coded to the council members. To get through it, you either needed council blood or in your body or a sample to trick the lock. Yuri has already given us a confession. He says it took through the seal. Yuri already has death sentence on his part. Second seal, and Doan is already dead. Do you believe there's more going on here? Did someone else go through the seal? More truth. Yes, someone else went through the seal. Yuri has testified that Henry was set up as a scapegoat. Will this change your truth? Who went through it? Sam is a candidate. Lydia remotely accessed the terminal that contained the secret of the second Holy Seal 2 days ago. Did she set the crime up 2 days ago? Kefta logged 2 days ago. Blood chiller. Missing sample. Jeez, this really paints him badly. Yeah. He knew too much. Too much circumstantial evidence all put into one place. Confirm.
Crime cannot hide.
What?
Why? Me? I didn't have anything to do with it.
Show me.
Present your evidence and conduct a truth.
I don't like this.
Doomjazz caught Sam snooping around his clinic. He discovered that a sample of council blood had been taken. That blood was Kefka's memory. What? I wasn't snooping, I was there to collect my prescription. Doctor, can you be sure the sample was taken when you found Sam snooping? No, timestamps aren't recorded.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Sam has a secret whiskey distillery in Dead Zone. I found a medical refrigerator unit there. Inside was a blood vial with a scratched off label. The only letter I could make out was a K, presumably from Kefka. Kefka's memory logged into the bloodlock 2 days ago without the rest of the council. Why is this important? We need to know who went through last night. I don't believe we do. I think the key is this case is what happened 2 days ago.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. I can break Daybreak's alibi. Tell me about Lydia and Sam's alibi. Lydia told me she went to the Paradise Gates with Sam. They started the warm-up sequence and were waiting there while the murder happened. The Nightmare computer logs on the gates confirm this. The warm-up sequence started at 11:52:7. Anything can contradict this. As it happens, an alibi for last night is irrelevant. The crime began a number of days ago. What do you mean?
Sure.
I have found evidence that suggests that Daybreaks were involved with this crime, but their involvement did not occur last night.
Crime cannot
They breached the
hide.
holy seals to sow the seed of crime 2 days ago. The crime was not one of opportunity. Opportunity was crafted and required prior planning. All evidence I present against them must be taken in context. Whatever happened last night had the groundwork laid by the Daybreaks 2 days ago. What is this evidence? Trust me, Jade, when we get to it, we'll cover it. The truth is a meal. All ingredients need to be presented. I wouldn't do this favour of anybody else there, but there is a reason that I called the investigation freak out of exile. The court trusts you.
What?
The hell? This isn't right.
Complicated.
Come on, LD. After all this time, how can you suspect us? We were waiting to leave Paradise.
What are you talking
This is a joke, LD. We've taken some facts and made, you've taken some facts and made a lie, not a truth.
What?
You twisted the world into a new image. You are wrong, LD. Do not question the decisions when they are within the domain of justice. You have stopped at the highway service station of truth. Lydia and Sam's alibi is
Show
broken.
me your truth.
Present your evidence. Conduct a truth. I have nothing to present. The mystery is sent forth. I have conceded your truth. Yeah. What is revealed? The truth is known. The
The
truth proven.
court finds.
These isn't it? The grand scheme of was supposed to work, wasn't it? This is unraveling, isn't it? The grand scheme was supposed to work, wasn't
Crime
it?
is repulsive.
Got something to tell me, Sammy? I am loyal to one person, aren't I? My love. I am not loyal to those who would conspire and fail, am I? Witness was planning something, wasn't he? He failed, though, wasn't he? Though, hasn't he? I was supposed to be innocent, wasn't I? Nonsense! I promised to help Witness with his conspiracy so I can leave the next island, didn't I?
I don't like
You went through the
this.
full seal for Witness? If I'm going to die here today, I want to take down Witness with me, don't I? I messed up, didn't I? Didn't he? The daybreaks ride together, Sammy. I'll help you. I helped as well. You should be quiet, Lydia, shouldn't you? Let me do this, won't you? I'll knock that skull off your neck if you tell me to be quiet again. We're the daybreaks. We do everything together. I ain't living without you, Sammy. We helped Witness deliver a cargo to the council building. We breached the seals together and got in onto the penthouse. That's what I thought. What was in the cargo? I didn't know. Besides, you're the investigation freak. You figured it out. You figure it out. I just got it through the first and second seals. Whoa. And I did the third and fourth, didn't I? When was this? We delivered the cargo a few days ago, LD. Got it all set up. Wow. It was 2 days ago, LD. I didn't know what the hell happened in that building last night, but we were in there 2 days ago. We followed Witness's plan and opened up the seals. We took the crate through and hid it in the penthouse. The crime to end all crimes. Set up 2 days ago. We didn't go through last night. If you got evidence of any of those clowns going through the seal last night, it stands. A conspiracy, Love Dies? The stench of crime gives way to the perfume of truth. Lydia's confession is also punishable crime. She is guilty of breaching the first and second seals as well. We already have a confession of guilty from Yuri. How do Sam and Lydia figure into this? Sam and Lydia confessed that they'd go through last night. Didn't go through though. They entered the penthouse several days ago. Do you believe they are involved in the same plot? No, I believe there are two competing conspiracies. Very well. A truth is revealed, a truth is known.
The court finds Yuri and Dainon Igate guilty.
Yes! There is evidence pointing to Witness masterminding a conspiracy to kill the council. Yes, indeed. Lady Love Dies. While you're in here, do you... yeah. Okay. That was very good. I still kind of want to know what happened to Kix. Who breached the four seals? The four seals lie deep within the dense fog of extract mysteries this island has to offer. Lady Love Dies. What is the fourth holy seal? It requires godliness to pass through. Godliness? How do the council pass through it? Montserrat owned a piece of Crying Grudge's flesh in a pendant. That would allow him to open the seal. This means that the council can only enter with Montserrat. Yuri has already given us a confession. He said he took Danegate through the seal. Yuri already has a death sentence from this part of the second seal, and Danegate is already dead. Do you believe there is more going on here? Did someone else go through the seal? Someone else. Yes, someone else went through the seal. But we have a confession. He breached the seal. Is there the whole truth, and does another truth lurk here? That is a good question. No. It could only be those two sets of truths. Because those are the only three connected.
Don't test me.
That is the only truth. I discovered the safe in Sam's bar containing a lump of strange flesh. This was god flesh carved from Crying Grudge. A safe containing god flesh? What is going on? Sammy has a secure safe in the storeroom of his bar. I cracked the code and found god flesh. I am harrowed by this revelation. Sam told me that the god flesh he had in his safe was being stored for Witness, who said it was for the good of the syndicate. Sam claims to not know what it was when he was given it. Which is bullshit, he did.
Don't test me.
I went to see Crying Grudge. He told me that Witness carved a lump of his flesh off. A god was defiled? What is this heresy?
Sure.
Crying Gudge has some stories to tell. His flesh was used to breach the fourth seal. Unthinkable. Sam got through the fourth holy seal, putting him outside the crime scene. A truth is revealed, a truth is known. Sam is guilty. We already have a confession of guilt from Yuri. How do you... Sam seems figured it. Sam and Lydia confessed that they didn't go through last night. They entered the penthouse several days ago. Do you believe they are involved in the same plot? No, I believe there's two competing conspiracies. Very well. Yuri already confessed to taking Dogen through the seal. The truth is revealed, truth is known. Yuri and Dogen dine on Igake. No, that's
Truth is known.
Deinonigake. I cannot pronounce that properly. While you... Yeah. Alright, so we're very close to the end here. What's the next one? The mysterious death and killer demon. Yeah. Case file that about a killer demon inside a penthouse. The truth is playing grows bizarre. The truth in play grows bizarre, like an old tree grows gnarled. A killer demon? What killer demon?
I don't.
I found a killer demon inside the council penthouse. There aren't supposed to be any demons on the island. A killer demon in the council penthouse? What was it doing there? It has the blood of several council members on its claws. It was involved in the murder of the council. It appears that it burst out of a hidden security crate and attacked the council. How did it die? Montserrat shot it directly during the murder. There was a Fukada bullet that came from Montserrat's gun in the killer demon's head.
Paradise feels wrong.
Anything to do with your cargo, Lydia? Black security crate?
I have a bad
Yep.
feeling about this.
That's it. It really contained a killer demon? Looks like
The
it.
facts and the truth
That makes
are not the
witness
same.
guilty. Working in the light of the god makes me guilty of nothing. You need to prove an accusation in court. He's right, Love Dies. The dark deduction of the dead demon's destruction is another case file. The truth about where it came from must be dredged from the swamp of mysteries first. State your truth. Witness. Witness is the one that did it all. He did the whole thing. Witness is the main person.
Paradise feels wrong.
The righteous man transgressed. Witness is the origin of the killer demon. Laughable. I am a holy man, not a sinner. I found the killer demon along with a demonic containment crate in the penthouse. A demonic containment crate? It is some kind of incarceration device that imprisons a demon with holy restraints. There are bindings and manacles covered in holy wards. These restrained the killer demon and kept it contained. Why? It was likely placed there ahead of time as a means to kill the council.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence.
Crime is
There
not
is a secret
positive.
demonology lab hidden within the dead zone. The lock on it was coded to Witness's blood vial. That is an old panic room. I never used it for demonology. Someone has planted that
I
evidence.
don't like this.
That lab has the same crates as the one in the penthouse. During the examination 10 years ago, the extermination 10 years ago, Witness managed to capture a killer demon and contained it. A heretic's accusation. How could I have done that?
I don't like
There is a
this.
tunnel running from Sam's Bar to the dead zone. Witness has been seen using it to access the dead zone. Seen by who? A sinner that would besmirch the name of a holy man?
Show me
Present your
truth.
evidence. Construct a truth.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Carmelina confessed to me that Witness maintained a secret demonology lab on the island in an abandoned bunker. Lies, lies, lies! This is a persecution of the holy.
Show me your
Present
truth.
your evidence, construct a truth.
The facts
Last
and the
night
truth
at
are
midnight,
not the same.
Witness made a phone call to an unknown number. That number matches the number on the receiver attached to the demonic containment crate inside the
Don't
penthouse.
test me.
The receiver was designed to open a crate when it received a call. This would let the killer demon out, presumably to attack the council. A ridiculous accusation. Why would I want to release a killer demon? Demons are an abomination.
When love dies,
Why not
all that
explain how the
remains are
phone number
facts.
you dialed matches the receiver? I can't explain a lie fabricated by a sinner. Can you prove this accusation? I verified the data by using Witness's personal phone and a Compson tower. He made the call and the receiver picked up, unlocking the demonic containment crate. Lies. Present your evidence.
Crime
We have the
cannot
testimony of
hide.
Lydia and Sam. People who face the death sentence and have nothing to lose. They can say whatever they want. There is no consequences when you stand over the precipice of execution. He's right,
Show me
investigator.
your truth.
Present the evidence. Present nothing. I have nothing to present. I have concealed your truth. Yes, yes. The truth is revealed.
The court finds
Witnesses
witness to the
guilty.
end. Guilty.
You have overseen so many wonderful islands. Why turn your back on us now? Such is the burden of a martyr. You may think of me as a sinner, but I work for a holy purpose. You have all strayed from the path and the gods weep.
Is this a fact?
I hope they weep for you as well. What was the play here? The killer demon was placed in the penthouse as a remote weapon. The security crate was hidden in the room. When the killer demon was released, it attacked everyone in the room on sight. That sounds risky. I don't know if it was meant to kill all the council. Just the presence of the killer demon would have been enough to scare the council. A dreadful truth. Yeah, Witness is fucked. He is really weird. What's our next crime? The crime of to end all crimes. The crime to end all crimes. The murder in the night. The Paradise Killer. Who killed the council? The truth has aged like a fine whiskey. How does the whiskey on the island taste? Pour us a glass of truth so that we may sip upon a vintage blend of justice. I want to know who held the knife. If a killer was set up by a mastermind, we will deal with that later. I want to know who gripped the knife of murder in their plum of guilt. Yuri has testified that Henry was set up as a scapegoat. Will this change your truth? Show us the ultimate truth. I think the ultimate kill is this one. So this is the person that killed them. But this is what killed them most likely. I think he tried to kill them, but didn't succeed. I would say he's the ultimate thing that was set it all into motion. So he's the most likely. But the killer demon was the secondary part of it.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Dino Gate is the Paradise Killer.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Before he killed himself, Dino Gate told me he killed the council. He was given this mission by his mother, Carmelina. He engineered a killer. His room was bare besides knife, combat training equipment.
What?
These trials are over. This is a big lie. No, it isn't. Dynigate confirmed everything.
Show me
Present your
truth.
evidence.
Crime is
I
red.
found a knife covered in council blood in Dinogate's corpse. If he didn't kill the council, the only way he could have got that knife is if someone had taken it to the penthouse and splashed blood on it before taking it to him. That is extremely unlikely.
Show me your truth.
Dinogate's
Crime
blood
cannot hide.
is at the scene. He was shot by Montserrat and left blood splattered in the penthouse. This proves that he got through the seals. Leader Montserrat shot him, presumably in self-defense. Dinogate's attacked as the council's meditation finished. Montserrat was attacked, but he fired his gun, wounding Dynogate. Montserrat was growing paranoid. One of the manifestations of this seemed to be carrying a weapon. I believe leader Montserrat was the most awake, while the others were still coming around from their meditation. Dynogate got to him, but as he attacked, Montserrat shot. Dynogate fled after the bullet went through him.
Show me.
Present your evidence.
Don't.
Dynogate fled bleeding. His blood outside the penthouse. He created a trans-dimensional corridor and escaped back to his lair, where I found him bleeding out. He had to have gone through the seal to get into the penthouse. Dynogate inherited his mother's power to create corridors. He's sloppy, but he can do it. He stumbled out of the penthouse, created a corridor, and escaped with it. He was bleeding badly, and his blood trailed his route home. I believe you need to know the start and end points of a corridor when you create one. Carmelina couldn't create a corridor to the penthouse because the interior of the council building is a closely guarded secret. I don't think Carmelina knew Dynogate could create corridors. He was supposed to die in the locker room at the end of the ion. Her plan was sold except for 2 wild cards. Dionysus' ability and return from exile. And my return
Show
from
me
exile.
your truth.
We know he breached the 4th Holy Seal. I'm fairly certain he didn't just turn around and go home after making it to the entrance of the penthouse.
Show me your truth.
Construct a truth. I have nothing more to present. I have considered your truth. Ruminations on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped in the leaven vicinity, examine the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here, yada yada yada. The secret killer is the truth. A truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth
The
proven.
court finds Dynonigate
Dynonigake guilty. He's already dead, so it doesn't matter. The tendrils of the conspiracy snake around us. Starlight has a case file that will help us chop back the tendrils and expose the truth hiding within. Review the case evidence. Review the evidence and prepare to speak with the judge. Can you explain this conspiracy? Can you refine the truth from the awe of crime? I believe Carmelina initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. She created Perfect 25 and wanted to make sure it was hers. Carmelina is being punished for her father's crimes. The Silence families were barred from ever being on the council as part of his punishment. Crimson told me that Carmelina had put in a number of motions to join the council that has all been denied. She's a genius architect that has helped the Syndicate birth a potentially perfect island. Does she feel she deserves a seat on the council?
Paradise feels
She
warm.
knows the 25th island will be perfect. Is she worried she won't get credit for it?
I have a bad
Witness
feeling about
testified
this.
that he is worried that Carmelina has changed. Maybe she expects more reward from her craft.
When love
Carmelina
dies,
had a secret
all
child,
that remains are the facts.
Dionysus. She kept him hidden in a trans-dimensional corridor she built with her skills as an architect. Dionysus father was Aiz Kwame. The council blood from his father would allow Dionysus to breach the blood lock on the third
When
holy
love
seal.
dies,
Carmelina
all that remains
presumably
are the
learned that
facts.
Henry had been fathered illegitimately by Aiz and had been kept a secret. That meant she could get a secret child as well.
The facts and the
When I
truth
found
are not the same.
Dionysus, he told me his mission had been to kill the council. He had a knife slick with the blood of the council members. He completed his mission. Dionysus would birth a new syndicate, dying for Carmelina's sins.
Crime is
Carmelina
repulsive.
took a lump of flesh from the god Crying Grudge to get through the fourth seal. She fused this to Dionysus' body.
Got it.
Yuri said he took Dionysus through the seals.
Paradise
Yuri
feels wrong.
confessed to being recruited by Carmelina.
Is this a
Yuri
fact
is guilty of going
or a
through the
trick?
second seal.
Don't test
I
me.
believe Yuri helped Henry obtain forbidden books on demonology.
Paradise
If
feels
Henry became possessed by a
wrong.
demon, it would initiate the end of the island and allow Carmelina's plan to be put into play. Henry's possession called for an exorcism.
cannot
Carmelina wanted Henry to kill Grace Bloodline to give him a prior history of murder. When he didn't step up, Carmelina intervened and killed Grace Bloodline herself.
I have a bad
A
feeling about this.
demonically possessed citizen would be the perfect tool.
Facts and the
Carmelina
truth are not
recruited
the same.
Akiko into her plan.
The facts
Akiko
and the truth
added
are not the
her
same.
by presumably leaving Henry, aided her by presumably leaving Henry alone with Grace.
Crime is repulsive.
Akiko faked Henry's escape, putting a possible killer into play.
Crime
Akiko
cannot
knew the first seal Marshal would be killed and switched them to protect her beloved Marshal.
hide. When love dies,
Carmelina's plan
all that
was
remains
achieved by
are the
using
facts.
her trans-dimensional corridors.
I have a bad
Her
feeling
alibi
about
looked
this.
perfect, but she knew Witness would leave the room when he got a call.
I don't
She
like
knew
this.
Akiko would call at the right time and use the opportunity to slip out of Witness's apartment, get Dinnergate, and deliver her killer to the council building. Do you have anything to say, Architect?
dare
You
you.
people would have nothing if it weren't for me.
How dare you.
All of this on you drift along on. All of your tragic little lies. All given to you by me.
What?
I facilitated the syndicate. I crafted your home.
What?
I have never been rewarded for my work. Never been on the council. Always living off onto the side. Not even Perfect 25 got me the recognition I deserved. I don't expect the world. Just some kind of reward to show what I did was worth it. Was this worth it?
What?
It would have been. You shouldn't have been called down. I'd crafted a perfect
My
lie.
love dies. All that
How
remains
did you
are the
know
facts.
you'd been made leader during the
Craft
crisis?
is its own reward.
That's the irony. I didn't. I didn't expect justice incarnate to reverse the law and make me leader. So what was the play on the next island?
This is nonsense.
When the chips are down, everyone in the syndicate is a coward and a sycophant. You all want your little bits of power and for your little lives to carry on ticking by.
This is nonsense.
The next council wouldn't be scared. Our seniority would be gone and I would be the one that would craft perfect 25. Had crafted 25. I would make sure I had the
I
throne.
beg your pardon.
My father was a victim, but treated like a criminal. He was executed by a coward. You people never appreciate what others do for you.
Is this a fact?
The Grand Marshal would give you a loyal army to make sure of it.
Crime is
The
repulsive.
plan failed. The truth is known. You arrogantly believed everyone would believe Henry, a citizen, was capable of breaching the Holy Seals and murdering the Council. Justice is immune to arrogance. A hideous, heinous truth. A vile truth. Architect, you have been found guilty of conspiring to kill the Council. Your punishment is death. The Onyxan law of conspiracy tears at the flesh of the arm. I can feel the dreadful shadow of this conspiracy looming over. Can you explain this conspiracy? Review the evidence, investigator. This was witnesses one. The only thing that doesn't true
Is
is...
this a fact?
I believe that
Oh,
Witness
it's-
initiated the conspiracy to kill the Council last night. Witness has become a fanatic. He has radicalized himself as a devoted servant of the gods.
I don't like this.
He believes the Syndicate is straight from the Holy Mission, and I believe he wanted to put the fear of God in us.
Oh,
Montserrat was devolving into paranoia and was becoming a dictator. Witness has repeatedly voiced his opposition to Montserrat's plan for the next island. Witness took matters into his own hands.
got it.
Carmelina told me about Witness becoming rebellious against Montserrat's
I
plan.
don't
Witness
like this.
openly rejected Montserrat's plan to wipe certain events from history and tighten his grip over Syndicate members.
Is this a fact?
Witness has become
Or a
obsessed with
truth?
the idea of a cleansing tide of demons, like the Architect's Great Flood. He wants the Syndicate to be forced to start again.
Crime cannot
The key to
hide.
Witness's plan was planting a killer demon inside the Council penthouse. The demon would kill the Council and he'd get away with it. Witness made a call at midnight to a demonic containment crate that had been hidden in the penthouse, unlocking it remotely and allowing it to start attacking. Witness had been experimenting on demonology in a secret bunker within the Dead Zone. He imprisoned the killer demon and later weaponized it. Sam has a secret tunnel running from his bar to the Dead Zone. Witness used that to subvert the security in the Dead Zone and get in. Witness recruited Lydia and Sam into his conspiracy by promising to let them leave the Syndicate on the next island. Two ex-assassins are perfect tools. Witness got the demon containment crate into the council building by using Lydia. She rappelled down from the roof of the penthouse and took it in through the maintenance grate.
Paradise
Crimson
feels
admitted
wrong.
that Witness had been using her to get the key to the second seal from Hicks, allowing him to get through the seal. Lydia went through the second seal on witness's behalf.
Crime cannot
Sam
hide.
went through the third using the blood of Kafka memories several days before the crime.
Don't test me.
For the fourth seal, witness took godflesh from Crying Grudge to bypass the barrier.
The facts and the
Lydia
truth
and Sam
are
worked
not the
together to
same.
get the demonic crate through the seal and into the penthouse a few days before the murder. The plan isn't foolproof, there were too many variables. Pinning your hopes on a wild killer demon and believing it wouldn't be traced back to you was foolish. No doubt the intention was a scare tactic more than anything else, but put the fear of God into the council to enact change, to use a killer demon as a messenger of an angry God to reshape the syndicate. The plan didn't have to be perfect to get what he wanted, all he needed was a catalyst for change. On the day of horrible truth, this is one of the worst. Why, witness? I am surrounded by sin and heresy. You are all focused on the islands and your own little ambitions. What about the gods? What about our holy mission? All but one of the pyramids sit empty and we have existed for millennia. We are embarrassment to the gods. The syndicate needed rebuilding.
Test
And
me.
you would be the one to do it. The who is irrelevant. More important is why and how. Re-establishing the priority of our faith. Resume our holy mission. Bathed in the radiance of our gods. I must die a martyr. I really tried to do the work of our astral lords. It wasn't enough though. The sin on this island is too great. I hope heaven is everything you want it to be. Witness to the end. You are found guilty of conspiring to kill the council. The punishment is death. The parlour of justice has played host to the truth of the investigator. Were the truths as expected? Did esoteric knowledge reveal the truth, or did it remain hidden in mystery? The investigator will become executioner and will execute justice. I've got to kill the people? Grand Marshal Akiko. The verdict is execute. Whoa. Architect Carmelina. The verdict is execute. Did that include the dog? No, just her. Good. Oh. Crimson Acid. The verdict is release. Dr. Doomjazz. The verdict is release. The accused, Henry Division. The verdict is release. The Fairy Woman, Lydia Daybreak. The verdict is damn. Sam Daybreak. The verdict is execute. Witness to the end. The verdict is execute. Secretary Yuri Knight. The verdict is execute. The Unforgiving Spectre. One Last Kiss. The verdict is release. The Hidden Killer. Dynagate. The verdict is execute. The Bizarre Killer Demon. The verdict is execute. You have proven that Henry had nothing to do with the crime. In the end, all He was nothing more than a pawn in a dreadful game of murder and secrecy. You have earned the title of Grand Investigator. Your weapon is unlocked. On the next island, you will reform Paradise Psycho Unit. Island 24 is about to die. Island 25 awaits us. What kind of island will it be? Are you happy with the truce? Did you get the convictions you wanted? You entered into a battle with facts, the truth, and suspects. Did you emerge victorious? This courtroom could only allow so many truths to emerge from the hiding places. Are there more to hunt? If you believe that things are not as they seem, there is still a way to punish the guilty. Grand Investigator Lady Love dies. I will leave you to execute justice at your discretion. Punish those that you deem guilty. Execute or exile are viable punishments. You may also let them go free. Please work for the best interest in Perfect 25. Thank you, Judge. It will be my honor to execute justice. When you are ready to wave goodbye to Island 24, do so from the rear view mirror in Lydia's car. The car will take you through the Paradise Gates and to 25. Use it at your discretion. Those of you which have been found guilty of destroying Paradise Island may leave, and not guilty may wrap up your business before we move on to Perfect 24. A marshal shall take Henry back to his cell. Marshal will clear away the executed. They will not be remembered. They will not be honoured. The way of blood. Bar. She completed the job. Was there more to it? The investigators always trusted her heart. She would decide if Paradise had to be saved. We are on Perfect 25, so it must have been saved. Saved isn't a binary state. Solving a crime doesn't mean the world is fixed. That's scary. It is. I hope she knew what she was doing. I'm sure she did. This is Lady Love Dies we're talking about. Wow. Okay. Well, that was very sucky. There are a lot of things I want to do, but I think I'm done here.
Sorry.
So how do I get to the island now? I can go to Lydia's car. Maybe. Ooh, can I go in here now? Marshals are all gone. Does that mean I can get in there now? Good question. I don't know, they're still there.
This is a restricted. Get out of here.
I have a bad feeling.
Well, it was hopeful that I could get through it, but apparently not.
Stay out.
Got it.
Okay. Let's go see if we can find Lydia's car and just go. I killed so many people. I don't think it will matter. I'm kind of glad, but I'm kind of sad at the same time. I got a lot of good sort of things, but there are some things that are just not known. Like Hicks, I don't know. I killed virtually everyone else. Man, that's scary. With Lydia gone, I guess I need to drive out of here. Is it time to go? Time to leave. Ready for Island 25. Perfect 25 awaits. A new island, a new council, a syndicate has been changed forever. Fact and truth. Truth and fact. Paradise needed saving. Was it worth it? Was it saved? I breathed life back into paradise. Time for perfect 25. I'm going to miss Love Dies. We could have had some special nothing brings people together like the impending obliteration of a pocket of reality. Still, at least the case of Paradise Killer got her out of exile. I wonder if her truth was right. I guess I'll never know. I hope Perfect 25 was worth it. Obviously I hope they all die in the fire, but for their sakes I hope they enjoy it. I've only known humans for a short amount of time, but they all seem to be idiots that only work for themselves. I'm sure they'll fuck up them nicely. Anyway, time to watch reality die. Wow, that was pretty intense. And it was a pretty good game. I have to admit, I was not expecting the level of things that it was. But yeah, that was pretty damn good. Lots of fun, lots of interesting things, lots of really strange occurrences. But yeah. But yep, hope you've all enjoyed watching. This is Paradise Killer. It's, it's quite a good game. I'm almost tempted to go back into it and try and find some more answers and try and find different answers. Maybe ask questions in different ways and see what results I get. But other than that, yeah, this has been an excellent game. I well recommend it. If you like my presentation or me just playing games or whatnot, please hit a follow or go and subscribe on my YouTube. Come and say hello on Twitter or Facebook, and yeah. All the links are down and below in my Twitter account and through my YouTube. So it'll be a pleasure to see all of you and hopefully enjoy more games and get more suggestions and whatnot. I think the next game that I'm going to be playing is Deadly Premonitions, which is a very, very bizarre game that is horrendously bad at everything. In loving memory of Tim Richdale and Avis Crawford. Oh, hold on, there's one last thing. Ha 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 ha. So that's how it ended. A weird turn of events. The strangest paradise yet. Is this paradise safe? Of course it is. This is the syndicate we're talking about. Will we need her again? We always will. She's the only one that can save paradise. Their love cannot be defeated. Anyway, thank you very much. I will catch you sometime tomorrow on another stream. Yeah, and